Welcome to Waycross Media, Winton Woods Baseball. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Forest Park, Ohio, home of the Winton Woods Warriors, as we take on the Roger Bacon Spartans in a varsity baseball game. About to start here in just a few minutes. Coaches are taking the ground rules right now. The Warriors look like they're about to take the field here any minute, and want to introduce my broadcasting partner, Greg Schramm. Greg, looks like it's going to be a good one today. Two teams that are both on the rebuilding path this year, and both are playing pretty well right now.
That's true, Roger. Roger Hamilton, my partner today. Winton Woods, big win last night over Clark Montessori. The Cougars were here, and Winton Woods came back in the bottom of the seventh, down by a run, I believe, and put two across and won the ball game. It was an exciting game to watch. So
went right down to the wire.
I think they're 2-3 now in the season. Is that correct?
2-4, I believe, Greg.
2-4.
2-4. Yes.
So the Warriors 2-4. I don't know the record of the Spartans.
I'm not sure either. We'll try to get that information for everybody that's watching.
I'll get that right now if I can. But yeah, good day for a ball game. Hopefully we're going to see a good matchup. Last night's game was just tremendous. I mean, right down to the wire.
Yeah, it was. Very well played game, well pitched on both sides, and a lot of hitting, no errors for the most part. It was a good game.
Wait a second.
Hey, John. What's your record?
2-6. Got the information we were looking for. Spartans are 2-6. Warriors are 2-4. A lot of rainouts this year.
That's right.
And that's kind of indicative of the whole area. A lot of teams have had a lot of rainouts.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, 2-6 playing that GCL schedule, that's nothing to be ashamed of at all.
No, they got a tough schedule. The Warriors are playing some tough teams, though. Cincinnati
Yes,
Christian last Saturday. That's a tough opponent.
No doubt about that. Well, the Warriors have taken the field. Going left to right in the infield, Alex Kuhn is the third baseman. Alex is a junior. A.J. Brandy is at shortstop. A.J. is a senior. Kyle Jackson is playing second base, a senior also. And at first base, Terrell Allen, a senior. Left field is Oliver Contreras, again a senior. Center field is C.J. Stump. C.J.'s a sophomore. And in right field, our lone freshman varsity starter, Jack Schramm, a personal favorite of my co-announcer here. And then our behind the plate is sophomore Isaiah McCoy, and on the mound today, senior Daniel Robinson.
Hopefully Daniel can have a really good outing here. Last night, Eric Hamilton pitched a complete game. Your personal favorite player. And 7-inning game, what, 124 pitches? Is that what you told me?
I think I was about right, about 124 pitches.
They maxed him out, and he did a great job. And
so because of that, I think he'll be DHing today.
So one thing about these two teams, Roger, a lot of these kids know each other. A lot of Roger Bacon players from the area here in Forest Park, Green Hills, including our leadoff hitter, Bo Otto, number 7, coming up here in a second.
Bo's a fantastic baseball player. He's third in the GCL in hitting.
I know.
And he's only a sophomore, so there's a lot, even greater things to come from this young man.
Yeah, sometimes you wish you could pool the resources here and get everybody on one big team and really kick some butt, but it is what it is. Everybody's got to go to a different school, and you just do your best. It's good competition.
That's right.
Daniel's taking a few warm-up pitches. Daniel Robinson, number 7 on the mound. Looking good so far. Should be a pretty even-matched game. They're dusting off the plate, getting it ready. Alex Kuhn over to the mound, like he always does, give a last-minute word of encouragement to the pitcher. And Otto stepping in. Looks like we're underway, folks.
And here we go. Daniel goes into his windup. And here's the first pitch of the game. Ball just a little bit high.
High and out.
One ball, no strike count. Here comes the pitch. Line drive single right up the middle. Very well hit ball by Bo Otto.
Bo's got a lot of speed, I'm told, so we're going to have to watch out for that. See if Daniel's aware of that. A couple throws over maybe to keep him honest.
Now batting is number 3, Alex Speed. Alex is also a sophomore. Very, very young Roger Bacon team.
Also a left-handed batter, 2 in a row.
Daniel steps off. Bo Otto gets back at first base. So runner on first, nobody out. Number 2 hitter is Alex Speed, and he is at the plate. Daniel goes set.
Otto on his way. Here's the throw down. He's in there, but barely. A nice throw. Nice throw by Isaiah.
And the pitch was a strike, so we've got an 0-1 count.
Nice throw by McCoy on that. Fledgling catcher.
Robinson goes set. Ball just a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Isaiah McCoy, the catcher today, is catching because of an injury to senior Cameron Day Suggs earlier in the week. Hopefully Cam will be back pretty soon. He has an ankle sprain, but Isaiah's filling in for him today and doing well. Ball just a little bit inside. Robinson's just barely missing on these pitches. Got a 2 ball, 1 strike count.
He's painting around there. He's close. They're good misses, as we say.
Robinson goes set. Foul ball chopped down to first base line. Count evens at 2-2.
First inning. Nobody out, 1 on at second base. 2-2. Your count.
Robinson goes set. Ground ball hit hard to second base. Jackson makes the pickup, throws over to Terrell Allen at first for the first out of the inning. The last couple games, Greg, infield defense has really improved for the Warriors. It's something that was kind of coming back to bite them a little bit earlier in the season, but they're starting to really look a lot sharper. Hope that continues.
Well, again, you know, the rainouts, you know, so many days off the field. 6 games in a row were rained out. Third straight left-handed batter, Roger. I don't know if you noticed that. It's kind of unusual.
Ball high to number 10, Jordan Cooterer, I believe.
Cooter, yes. Jordan Cooter, number 10 batting. He's the first baseman for the team.
Jordan's a freshman.
Is he? Ooh, just missed on that pitch. 2-0 the count.
2 ball, no strike count. Leadoff hitter Bo Otto is 90 feet away down there at third base. Daniel's going from the full windup, and it's a 2 ball, no strike count. Robinson throws. High and outside, ball 3. It's a little dangerous to fall behind 3-0 on a number 3 place hitter. So Robinson's going to have to battle back here. Wind and the pitch. Ball 4 taken high again. So
4 straight.
That puts runners on the corners with 1 out.
And here comes your cleanup hitter, Ken Schneidel, center fielder. Oh, missed that.
Well, they picked the pocket of Winton Woods on that one.
They sure did. I'm looking down at the scoreboard here and missed
the throwback from catcher Isaiah McCoy over the head of pitcher Daniel Robinson. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
The runner just hit first and did what we call a delay steal, hit second base.
And
they throw down. The throw wasn't good. The run scores from third. Very nicely executed play by Roger Bacon.
Well, we talked about Bo Otto's speed, and you got to look at it right there.
Foul ball straight back.
Almost into the booth here. See if Daniel Robinson can settle down a bit. Oh, it was a nice pitch.
No, he rung it up late. A late call there, making it strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on the cleanup hitter.
Pitch looked good from here. He was right on the corner. Knee high, perfect place for it.
Runner on second, 1 out, no ball, 2 strike count on the hitter. Robinson goes from the stretch. and delivers. Curveball in the dirt and blocked by catcher Isaiah McCoy, but the runner does move over to third.
We'll call that a passed ball.
I think so.
Yeah. One ball, two strikes, the count to Sneedle. And he's outside again. That's all right, though. With two strikes, you don't want to be serving up a meatball. He's trying to get him to nibble outside. And Sneedle's not having it. So 2-2 now.
Ball 3 down. Count has gone full. Started at 0-2.
Yep.
It's worked it all the way full now. Again, 1 out, 1 in for Roger Bacon, runner on third base.
Let's see if Daniel has a
fouled
up
off
here, but
down to first baseline.
Sneedle does his job with 2 strikes. Anything close, you take a swing. Let's see if Robinson has a trick pitch here to ring him up.
I would imagine here that you have to be playing for the out at first. It's early in the game. Infield's not in.
And that's in the dirt. He walked.
Ball 4. Knocked down by McCoy.
Daniel's struggling a bit here in the first inning. He's thrown 17 pitches already. Roger Bacon has 1 out and runners on the corners and 1 in already. Coming to the plate is Ben Derenkamp, number 1. He's the third baseman.
Ben is only one of 3 upperclassmen on the entire Roger Bacon team. Very, very young team, sophomores and freshmen mostly. Robinson goes stretch.
Oh,
throws a strike
and
1 right down, right on the
late
inside
strike
corner.
again. We like it because it was in there.
The runner does take second base on the pitch with no throw down there.
So now they got second and third, 1 out. 0-1 the count.
Strike 2. That is a wonderful pitch on the outside corner.
Yep.
So on 2 consecutive pitches, Robinson's hit both corners. Both almost impossible pitches to hit.
Second batter in a row. He's gone 0-2 on.
It's all about being able to finish him off. Robinson goes stretch.
Nice pitch.
Curveball hit on the ground.
Just past Kuhn and into the left field. Runners will score, and the runner advances to second. Oh.
Well, we'll try to explain that one to you. Error on the shortstop as the ball gets into left field. He, from the seat of his pants, shortstop P.J. Brady flips it towards the third baseman Alex Kuhn, but it goes over his head and rolls into the mound. So both runs score. The batter who hit the ground ball originally ends up at second base on the multiple errors there. So you got an error on the shortstop twice.
Yeah, I think so.
Runner is now on second with 1 out.
2 errors on
Robinson goes stretch.
E6. That's too bad.
Curveball called strike 1.
He's getting ahead of the hitters, Roger, but he's just not able to put them away. 3 runs in now, only 1 down in the first inning.
Robinson goes stretch. Runner heading to third.
Nice
Swing
pitch.
and a miss. Throw it down to third.
Chance at him, but a little high on the throw. Good pitch, though. 0-2 to count.
I'll tell you what, you can tell right away with the speed of this Roger Bacon team, Greg, it's going to be very important for whoever pitching for Winton Woods to make sure to look at the runners, to give them a second look, throw over. They're going to start jumping. They're going to start timing the pitcher if they don't. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Curveball gets by the catcher. The runner decides not to come in. Probably a wise move.
I think so. Backstep's a hair short here.
But
Don't think he would
But
have.
once again, after a no ball, 2 strike count, we're now at 2-2. The count's even. Got to put him away.
I got
1-2.
1 and 2 is what I got. Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Robinson goes stretch. Looks the runner back at third.
Daniel's
down in the dirt.
Daniel's a little rattled right now. He hasn't really been hit hard. He's just, that error doesn't help. With 1 good solid single in the inning is all they've had, and they've got 3 runs on it. The Spartans. There's the pitch.
Ball 3 on the outside of the plate. So again,
Runs it full. Had him 0-2.
I don't think we mentioned earlier, but the batter is Liam Garrett. Liam's the catcher.
Yep. He
And
takes an inside
Garrett's a
pitch,
line drive.
drives
Nice
it.
hit to
It
left
is
field.
fair. Fair ball. Another run scores. He'll be held to a single. Nice hit down the left field line. Barely fair, but that was a big hit. It's now 4-0, Roger Bacon in the top of the first inning, and only one down. 26 pitches by Daniel Robinson in the inning. Up to bat now is Chris Honeybrink. He's the pitcher today, number 12.
Robinson goes stretch, and he looks Garrett back. He dives back into first base.
Honeybrink, another junior at Roger Bacon High School.
Fastball. Strike one. They throw down to first. Garrett again dives back in. He's getting a little dirty down there, but Liam Garrett, the runner on first base, he's another local boy from the neighborhood here, and he likes getting dirty, so he's having fun down there diving back in, I'm sure. One out, one on. Robinson goes stretch. Fastball right
Nice
down
pitch.
the middle.
Called it a strike.
The throw to first gets by the first baseman.
Could have
Garrett's
had him
running.
could have had him in a
He's heading to
rundown.
third. He might even try even more. You never know here, but
Run it in. What are you guys doing? The ball is still live. Not a great throw from right field there.
so what happened on that play? Obviously, a pickoff attempt to first. Runner was running to second. Ball goes by the first baseman. A very low throw into right field. The throw back in after being chased around a little bit, but Garrett gets into third base. He's on third now with one out. Time is called by the umpire. Infield's still playing at regular depth. That Kuhn coming in a little bit at third base.
Pitch is low.
Pitch.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I missed a couple there. That's low. 2-2.
2 ball, 2 strike count on the hitter. Ball 3. Robinson's very low today. He's down in the dirt on half his pitches. Count goes full.
His pitch count at 32 already. Top of the first. He's running each pitch count almost to the hill. Each batter. Batter lays off a high
Ball
pitch.
4 on the full
and
count
walks.
pitch. Runner takes the walk, gets down to first base.
So again, the Spartans got him on the corners. Coming up to bat now is Henry Bulmer. He's the designated hitter. He's batting for his cousin, Bubba Bulmer, who is playing second base today. So Bubba's not batting. Henry is.
Yeah, in high school you can use a designated hitter for any one of the 9 positions on the field, not unlike Major League Baseball where it's for the pitcher.
Right, correct.
Hopefully one cousin won't get mad at the other for batting for him. First and third, 1 out. Robinson goes from the stretch. Does not. Ball
Is
low.
Runner advances to second on the pitch.
No attempt to even throw down there. I don't know if that was due more to the jump or just due to the fact that that might have been called by the coach. But you got second and third, 1 out. 1 ball, no strike count.
They kind of gave the base up. Got a runner at third.
Got a ball high and inside. We're 2-0 now on the hitter.
2-0. Might not be a bad time, Roger, for the coach to take a walk out there. Settle him down. Settle Daniel down a little bit. He's having a lot of problems throwing strikes right now. Putting batters away has not been happening.
2-0. The pitch. Popped up, fouling out of play.
Swings at a high pitch. We'll take it.
Yep, hitter did the pitcher a little bit of a favor on that one.
Sure did. 2-1. They've almost batted through the lineup. This is the 8-hole hitter. Still only 1 down and 4 runs in. Runners at second and third.
Ball 3, high and out of the strike zone, so we got a 3-ball, 1-strike count.
Robinson's going to have to battle back. Not the kind of first inning you want to have.
No, not at all. Full. We got pitcher going full. Here's the pitch. Way outside and high. Ball 4, and the bases are now loaded.
It's time for that walk to the hill, I think. Let's see if Coach C takes a walk out there. Doesn't look like it.
I think he was out there a little earlier, Greg. He went out for a real brief visit a couple batters ago.
It must have been very brief because
yeah.
I didn't see it.
No, I don't think it took long. But we got a full count now. And who do we have up at the plate for?
Monty Webley. Monty Webley.
Full count.
He's a right fielder.
Ball 1. Robinson continues to miss. I'm sorry. Bases are loaded. 1 ball, no strike count. Again, Winton Woods is playing back on the infield with the exception of at first and third. The corners are in. 1 ball, no strike count. The pitch from Robinson. Fouled straight back.
That was a nice
strike
pitch.
1.
Right down Broadway, as they say. And Monty took a nice hack at it. Had a piece of it there. Just off the top of the bat. Came slamming back our way.
Roger Bacon has always had a reputation of being a very well-coached baseball team, and I'm sure they've told their hitters, you got a pitcher struggling like that, he puts one down the middle, you jump on it, and that's what he tried to do there. Ball high and inside.
2-1 is your count.
Robinson goes from the full windup. Fouled straight back.
I think Monty Webley did him a tad of a favor there. Pitch was high and in. Need to get the out here. We got runners on second and third. 2 guys in scoring position with 1 down and 4 in the inning already.
Actually, we got bases loaded. There's that runner down at first that just walked.
Oh, they are loaded.
So they are loaded. That's
my bad. You're right.
So hit up the middle. You try for 2. Hit to the corner. You definitely come to the plate. Popped up. It's playable.
And
Alex Kuhn makes the catch in foul territory of the pop-up. The wind's a little tricky out here today, and Alex Kuhn played that one very well at third base. Now we're back to the top of the order, it looks like, with Bo Otto. Bases loaded with Mr. Otto at the plate. It's not a situation you really relish, but Robinson's going to have to bear down here to try to get out of this inning with no more damage. Ball high and outside. Ball 1 to Bo Otto.
He really needs to come right at Bo.
Yep. At this point,
you don't want to walk about
it. Not at all. At this point, just let the best man win.
Exactly.
1
Let
ball,
your
no
fielders
strike
do
count.
the work for you. All right.
Otto fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 4-0.
I'm probably short on that.
4-0. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Here is the pitch from Robinson. Way high, ball 2. As strange as it might sound, Greg, if the Warriors can get out of this inning with only giving up the 4 runs, it would actually be a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. For the Warriors, it would be a great thing. Here's the pitch. He's outside and high.
High and outside again, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike count.
Otto probably will be taking here. Although he's a very aggressive player, he might not be taking.
If I were coaching with a 4-0 lead, I'd turn him loose, but we'll see what happens.
I agree.
But not on a pitch like that. Ball 4 way outside, and they have walked a run in. And that makes it 5-0. We are now into the 11th batter of the inning. And Robinson's got to be over 50 pitches now, I would assume. We're right at.
He's right there. 49 I got.
Yeah.
And I might have missed a couple.
Robinson goes full, base is still loaded, and
Driven deep
hit
to
the
center
That
field.
should be an out. C.J. Stump makes the catch on the fly ball to center field. And the inning is mercifully over for the Warriors in the top of the first inning. So a 5-run inning for the Roger Bacon Spartans. And they have taken that 5-0 lead early. And Greg, the Warriors have their work cut out for them.
5 runs on 2 hits.
That's never a line score you want to see.
Nope, it is not. But one good thing about this game is, you know, each inning is a new chapter.
Yep.
We're only halfway through the first chapter. So the Warriors coming up to bat here. Let's see if they can put a couple runs across the board early, and we got a ball game again.
This doesn't that work?
And the Roger Bacon Spartans take the field.
Kyle Jackson will lead it off for the Warriors. Kyle plays second base. He's one of many seniors on the team. It's I think they had 8 or 9 seniors on the Warriors roster. The order for the Warriors: Kyle Jackson will lead it off, number 1. Number 2, Alex Kuhn will bat second. 32, Oliver Contreras will be batting in the 3-hole. Eric Hamilton, designated hitting. He's number 8. Batting 5th is Terrell Allen. Batting 6th, A.J. Brandy. C.J. Stump, who made the fine catch to end the inning, batting 7th. He's number 21. Isaiah McCoy bats 8th. He's the catcher today. And Jack Schramm, right fielder, will bat 9th.
The throw down from the Roger Bacon catcher, Liam Garrett, as we start the bottom of the first inning. The Roger Bacon Spartans all huddle around the mound to give some support to their pitcher. The pitcher today is Chris Honebrink. Chris, again, as we mentioned earlier, one of the few juniors one of the few upperclassmen on the team. It's very rare you see a team at the high school level that has no seniors, but there are no seniors on this Roger Bacon baseball
Not a
team.
single one, huh?
No, not one.
Unbelievable.
Kyle Jackson is up at the plate.
Which means for the next few years.
We have an interesting call here on the mound. They've called ball 1 on the pitcher. We'll have to see what happens here. It looks like maybe he went to pitch before the umpire gave him the sign that ball was in play.
Let's see if they got a playback for us on that.
Okay. Here's a replay of this.
Here we go. Let's take a look here. So he, little apprehensive to get going here.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, I guess the batter called time, stepped out. And
he's showing him something on the mound. It looks like he maybe wasn't. It looks like he might not have been lined up squarely on the mound, which is kind of a new rule.
So they're giving us a ball 1 count, huh?
Yeah, it's a pitcher's balk apparently is what they're calling, and a ball.
Interesting.
Yeah, back several years ago, it was a situation where the pitcher, as long as he was anywhere on the rubber, it was fine. But now they have to be kind of squared up on the rubber, and I'm assuming that that's what the call was. Catcher Liam Garrett looked just as puzzled as everybody else was regarding the call of that ball. But we've got a 1-ball, no strike count to Kyle Jackson. And here is the first pitch of the game. And Jackson, a line drive, ground ball, hard single right up the middle for a base hit.
Kyle jumps all over the first pitch that he sees.
Jackson's been hitting well all year. He's really done his job as a leadoff hitter quite well this year so far. And now we have junior Alex Kuhn. Alex is the third baseman. Jackson's on first. Ball high, taken for ball 1. Didn't miss by a whole lot, but
A little high and in.
pitcher goes stretch. Strike called.
Calls a strike.
Throw to
Runner is
throw
in
to second,
there.
very high. Jackson then diving in under it. He's on second. So we've got a 1-ball, 1-strike count now on Alex Kuhn. Kyle Jackson's on second. That's how you have to do. You got to do them one at a time.
I like seeing the aggressiveness there, especially when you're down 5-0. You gotta get some of it back. Pitch. Swing.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss by Alex Kuhn. Tipped it.
Yeah, you got a little piece of it.
We got a 1-ball, 2-strike count now. Runner on second, nobody out. Line drive. Oh, no, they're gonna double him off. Line drive caught by the left fielder. Jackson was running on contact, and the left fielder makes a nice catch, throws the ball into first, and gets the easy double play. So we have 2 outs now. Nobody on base. The bases are cleared after the double play, and Oliver Contreras at the plate. Ball way high and inside. As the ball sticks into the fencing here. 1-ball, no-strike count to Oliver Contreras.
A real shame. Alex Kuhn really stung that ball.
He could not have hit it any harder.
Right at Bo Otto.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Honeybrink is throwing strikes. You gotta. I think he has only thrown 1 ball this entire inning, maybe 2 at most. That's the difference. Contreras holds back in time to take ball 2 on the count. So we got a 2-ball, 1-strike count on number 3 hole hitter, the left fielder Oliver Contreras. Wind and the pitch. Line drive.
And another great
What a
play.
great catch. A very, very nice play by the shortstop. Climbing the ladder, as they say, going up and robbing Contreras of a base hit. 3 very well hit balls, but resulting in no runs. So no runs on 1 hit. And we go to the top of the second with the score, the Roger Bacon Spartans 5, Winton Woods Warriors 0.
An 8-pitch inning by Honeybrink.
That's how you do it.
That is what you want to see.
And they always say, let your fielders do the work for you, and his fielder certainly did.
They did. If Robinson's going back out there, he's going to have to keep his pitch count down quickly in this inning.
Actually, it does not look like he is.
I don't think he is. I think they're going with C.J. Stumpf.
There has been a pitching change after 1 inning.
Well, he threw 50 pitches, so he could close the book on Daniel Robinson. A rough first inning.
We'll get the change. We'll get the announcement in change of position here. The way that I understand it, CJ, of course, was in the lineup, so he'll continue to bat. Number 34 is going into center field for Winton Woods, and that is Tyshawn Capel. So Tyshawn will be in center field. He will not bat, based on my understanding of the rules. The DH will then bat for him, who is batting for Robinson, who he's replaced.
Okay.
But the pitcher is the left-hander, the sophomore left-hander for Winton Woods, C.J. Stumpf. One thing that you really have to like about C.J. Stumpf, and hopefully he'll back me up on this with his pitching, he is a strike-throwing machine. He's one of these pitchers who pitches to contact, doesn't overpower you, but induces a lot of ground balls, a lot of fly balls, and uses his fielders and just gets the job done.
He's got some juice on it. I mean, he's got some velocity on the ball. I mean, quite a bit right there on these warm-ups. He's a little high right now on the warm-up pitches, but once he gets that ball down a little bit, I think he's going to be good.
In summer baseball, which he plays with my son, I've always called him a little mini Mike Leake or a little mini Greg Maddux. He's he's left-handed, but definitely a fine pitcher, and he makes the hitters earn it. There's no doubt about that. So hopefully he'll back me up on that today.
He's looking good on his warm-up pitches.
Yep.
He's got a lot of heat on it. He's a little bit of an emotional pitcher. I've seen him get a little unnerved at times when things go wrong. He's going to have to work on that, but he's a fine pitcher. I had him in Knot Hole several years ago.
Very nice throw down to second by by catcher Isaiah McCoy.
Yep.
And we're about to start the inning with the 3-hole hitter, I believe.
That is correct. Jason Cooter, or Jordan Cooter, my bad. Jordan Cooter, number 10, the first baseman, leading it off. Here in the top of the second, 5-0, Roger Bacon Spartans.
Jordan scored a run in the first inning, one of the 5. Stump winds, and here's the pitch. Fly ball, hit the left field.
2 hands. And he misses.
And it is missed by the left fielder. He just completely misjudged that fly ball. I guess we can't call it an error because it never hit his glove. But
I guess not.
No, it goes down as what do they call them in baseball? A cheap hit. Should have definitely been caught by the left fielder there. Misjudged. So we have a runner on first base, nobody out. And Stump's going to have to work with that runner on base with nobody out. He'll obviously go from the stretch with a runner on. CJ has a very good pickoff move as well.
And he demonstrates it right there. Left-handed pitcher facing first base. He's got a good view of it. He doesn't have to turn around.
I've always been curious why more right-handed pitchers don't do the same thing to third.
I guess the danger of the ball getting past the third baseman and scoring an easy run.
Ball high.
I don't know.
We got a one ball, no strike count on the hitter, and it's the cleanup hitter.
Kevin Sneedle, number 2, center fielder. He walked last time up and then subsequently did score. Pitch
Ball
is
very
way
high.
high, and the runner goes on the wild pitch.
2 ball and no strike count. It appears as if Stump is maybe a little overly focused on that runner at first base there. Now he's on second, so hopefully he'll get back into the zone and throw strikes like he did the first batter. 2 ball, no strike count. The wind and the pitch. Again, ball high, ball 3. We are definitely having a little bit of a hard time today finding the strike zone, Greg, with our pitching. 3-0. Right.
There you go. That's a nice
plate.
pitch.
Strike 1.
CJ does what he has to do there.
3 ball, 1 strike count.
Runner going.
Runner heading to third.
Throw down. Got him.
Throws
got
him
him.
out at third.
Nice throw by Isaiah McCoy down to Alex Kuhn. And that's good for Winton Woods right there.
Something on that play. You're seeing a replay here where he throws him out. Kuhn does a very good job of blocking the plate, blocking the base. Tags him a little high, but he still gets him because the throw was so good. You almost got to play like you're a hockey goalie in that case when the guy's sliding into third. Got to block it.
Here's Ben Derenkamp.
Ball up high.
Takes ball.
Hey, longer stride, stretch out.
Stump is using a slide step with the runners on first base, and he's not getting full drive. You'll notice a big difference between his pitches with runners on first and not. He'll have to adjust on that. 1-0. That was a lot better. Strike 1, swing and a miss.
I think he's listening to you.
One and 1, even count. Stump goes stretch. And he's picked him off.
They got it. They got Sneedle in a rundown,
Yeah,
but
but
the throw was bad.
The first baseman, Allen, drops the pickoff throw, and that gave the runner plenty of time to get to second base. Those type of things just can't happen.
Yeah, they had him in no man's land. Terrell just couldn't hold on to it.
One of those situations where I think he was trying to make the throw before he actually had the ball. Runner's now on second, 1 out.
And he's going
He's
to
heading to
third. He's
third.
on his way, and the pitch is inside. This time he's in
slides
there.
in safe to third.
Yeah. The pitch was in so high and tight, the catcher really didn't have a good shot at that one.
And the runner heading to third there did get a pretty substantial jump on the
He
pitch
did.
as well.
He did have a good jump. If the pitch would have been in the strike zone a little, he might have had a shot at him.
Foul
Foul.
straight back.
2-2. 2-2 the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Roger Bacon, base runner, is on third base, only 90 feet away. Once again, infield pretty much at regular depth. The corners are back a bit. Ball way high and outside.
And here comes Schneidel, and he's going to
score
cross the
easy.
plate standing on a passed ball.
You do better than that.
Count runs full now on Darren Camp. Well, the bases are clear now, so maybe CJ can just bear down on the hitter. Needs a good pitch here with a 3-2 count. And here it is.
Full count pitch. Popped him up. Shortstop A.J. Brandy under it, makes the catch. 2 down. 2 outs, like we mentioned earlier, Greg. It's not the bat. It's not the hitting. They're not getting overwhelmed with the hitting. It's
Nope, errors and walks.
errors and walks
Yep,
and
yep.
pass balls.
It's just
and
one of them days so far. Maybe it's going to turn around. Here comes Liam Garrett to the plate.
Garrett had a line drive single down the left field line in his first at bat. And this time he goes to the right side, foul ball off the dugout.
Slams it off the dugout. When I was filling out my card, I wrote down Leaf Garrett. I had to.
We're showing our age with that one.
Had to correct that.
Yep.
There's a ball in the knees
The ball down.
of McCoy, the catcher. Count goes to 1-1.
Greg is showing his Tiger Beat history there.
Tiger beat history, yes.
Got a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Garrett. Stump delivers.
And it's
again low and outside.
He's over pitching just a hair right here. He needs to settle down and put this runner away.
Two ball, 1 strike count. Ball just a little bit outside, a little bit low and out. It was awful close.
Yeah, just missed the corner there. He runs it to 3-1.
Hard ground ball.
And Alex,
It's an error on the third base.
Off of Kuhn's glove. That's a shame. The ball was right to him.
One of those ground balls where the third baseman, if he can get it, he certainly has to try to get that. That's his ball. Shortstop would be on his back foot, back in the hole to try to make that throw. Just did not execute the play, so we have an error on Alex Kuhn at third base.
He had a good effort. I mean, he
Runner.
really was running hard to his left, stretched his glove out all the way. It just got off the tip of the glove, and then the ball went flying into the no man's land.
Strike 1, nice pitch.
Nice pitch by CJ. Chris Honeycamp now batting.
Another opportunity for Honeycamp to help his own cause. That's the starting pitcher. Strike 2, same
All right,
exact
so
pitch.
CJ throwing with a little authority here at this at bat. What you want to do here is not give him anything close now with 2 strikes. See if you get the hitter reaching.
Ball up
And
high.
he does just that.
Nice throw to second.
Oh, I think
Nice
they
throw to
might have had
second.
him. Oh,
Oh, he must have got
close
in on the back end.
play.
That was an awful close play.
It was very close. Really good throws from Isaiah
Yeah, Isaiah McCoy is
today.
the throws have been very solid today. And again, this is only his second game catching of the season due to the injury to senior Cameron Day Suggs.
He's filling in quite well. He's got a heck of an arm.
Nice pitch on the inside part of the plate, fouled off.
Hey, you're still up here. Let's go.
Okay. We saw the replay there, of that stolen base, and the umpire did make the right call because there was no obvious evidence that the runner was out. So when it's too close to call, as they say, ties always go to the runner.
Did the manager throw a flag on that one? Little
Fouled
challenge,
straight
little
back.
challenge flag.
Yeah, we did not have a challenge flag here to throw. That has not worked its way down to Winton Woods in high school baseball yet.
Hey, we've got the camera evidence. 6-0, 2-2 the count. Runner at second base. Chris Honeybrink is the batter. Nice
Strike
pitch
three,
by
a very
CJ.
nice pitch.
So
We
CJ finally registers the first strikeout of the game for Winton Woods, and
Little
that's
bit
the
of-
third out.
Third out. A little bit of hesitation as to whether that was a third out there, but they
Only, well, you
come
know.
off the field. I got a little housekeeping information to do here for those of you who are watching this game. Here are the replays on Waycross Community Media for these games. Time Warner Cable Channel 4, Sunday, tomorrow, Easter Sunday, at 9 a.m., and that's on Time Warner Cable. On Channel 854, Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics, will be shown Tuesday, the 22nd of April at 2 p.m. And then we move on to the game here. Time Warner Cable of Southwest Ohio, not the local access, but on Southwest Ohio, on Saturday, 4/19, which is today. The game will be shown at 9 p.m. Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics, again, we have a Monday on April 21st, the 7 o'clock showing, and a Friday, April 25th, 11 a.m. showing. That's on demand on at www.waycrosstv.tv.
Friday at 11 a.m., huh?
Friday at 11 a.m. on
Popular viewing slot.
Yeah, that's on the on demand, and that's the, that's for the online viewing at www.waycross.tv. Had to make sure to get that right.
Well, I want to thank the Tony Suarez and the crew for doing this game here today. It's wonderful to have this for the boys and
Yep.
for the school. You know, gets it out there. That our program's on the move up. This team, even though they're graduating 8 or 9 seniors this year from the team, there's a lot of young guys coming up for next year, and I think we're going to have a good team here for years to come. We got a good coaching staff in place now.
Yeah, this is the third coach in 4 years for the Winton Woods baseball program, and I think based on what we've seen so far, I think we finally struck on the one that I think is going to help us get to where we need to be.
I really do. Coach Brad, they call him Coach C. I'll try.
Samino Waliuski.
I was going to give it my best shot. I was going to say Samino Wala-esky, but Walaluski is close enough.
Mercifully, he goes by Coach C.
Or Coach Simino.
Yep.
That's him at third base if you want to take a quick look at him. Coach C took over the program just this season. We'll get a look at him in a minute.
Up to
Here
the plate
comes.
is the cleanup hitter, Eric Hamilton. He's the designated hitter today. And it looks as if the umpire is asking some people to get some equipment back into the dugout.
They might be warming up a pitcher. I have no idea what he's after there. Eric Hamilton pitched a complete game last night against Clark Montessori
Fouled straight back.
and notched a big win. Bottom of the second inning here. If you just tuned in, it's 6-0 Roger Bacon Spartans over the Winton Woods Warriors.
No ball, 1 strike count. Ball high, 1-1.
Ooh.
Strike 2 on a fastball, waist high. We got a 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Was a good pitch to hit right there. Just missed it.
Ball outside. 2 ball, 2 strike count. That was a very nice 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Try to get the batter to chase it, if you will.
Absolutely.
So we're 2-2 now. Strike 3 goes down swinging.
Brings up Terrell Allen to the plate, number 5, TA as he goes by.
Terrell's probably been the most successful hitter on the team this year.
Oh,
He's really hit the ball well, consistently. He's a left-handed hitter, senior first baseman. Line drive foul, and I think he just about
Man.
took the head off of one of the coaches over there in the.
Coach John McDaniel sitting there. He might want to move back a little or put on some catching gear.
Coach McDaniel's a neighbor of both of us, and we've known him for a long time, and we like giving him a hard time. And there's a line drive. Oh, nice knockdown by the second baseman. And he throws him out at first base. A line drive grounder to second base.
I'll tell you what, Winton Woods has had.
We'll watch it again. Good job by the second baseman. Just reaction play, knocks it down, does not panic, makes the throw to first, and gets him by a good solid step and a half.
The Warriors have been stinging the ball, but just right at the Spartans. And if they can ever get it where they ain't, they can start putting something together here.
2 outs, and A.J. Brandy, a senior, is at the plate. A.J. is the shortstop on the Warriors.
A.J. had a big game last night as well.
Yes, he did.
Three marvelous plays.
Yep, and hit a ball.
Oh, right at the 360 mark.
On a very high pitch. He should have let that one go, strike one. I think if he'd hit that most anywhere else in the park yesterday, it would have been a home run.
Yeah, it was just shy of the 360 mark on the fence out there.
Strike two. He is swinging at these high and inside pitches, and pitcher Honebrink has Brandy exactly where he wants him here with a no ball 2-strike count. And strike three, he rings him up.
He had to ring him up there. That's 3 up and 3 down for the Warriors, unfortunately. And we're through 2 innings.
How many pitches did Honebrink? I get that wrong. Did Honebrink throw in that inning?
Oh, in the inning,
well, total so far in 2 innings of only, 19 pitches?
18 pitches.
18, wow.
8 in the first, 10 in the second.
Wow.
So
that's called quality, efficient pitching, no doubt about that.
He's doing it. He's throwing strikes. There's nobody's walked. We've had 1 hit. That was the leadoff hitter by Kyle Jackson. So
I think
they need to work on it. They have been stinging him. I mean, they're hitting the ball hard. We saw Alex Kuhn have a nice, sharply hit ball.
I think when he went 2-2 on the designated hitter Eric Hamilton, I think that might be the only batter he's even gone to 2 balls on. If not, maybe only 1 other one.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
The leadoff batter, he had a ball without throwing a pitch.
Yep, that's true.
We're still trying to figure that one out.
Yep, that is true.
So for the Spartans, coming up are the 8, 9, and leadoff hitters. That'll be Henry Bulmer, followed by Monty Webley, and then back to Bo Otto again as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. C.J. Stumpf will remain on the mound. He threw 24 pitches in his first inning of work, which was the 2nd inning. And that's about as many as you want to see a pitcher throw in an inning. 24 pitches is getting close to the too much limit. So let's see if he can put them away quicker here with the 8, 9 hitters coming up. CJ warming up right now, looking strong. I don't see any other changes for the Warriors.
Looks like the same ones that were out there before.
Yeah. Beautiful day here in Forest Park. Finally, the rains have seemed to stop.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, but I think that so far in just 2 innings of play, the Warriors have committed 4 errors, and that doesn't count pass balls and the misjudged fly ball in left field.
They have had 4 errors in the game. They've allowed only 2 hits.
Yeah.
So that'll 3 hits in the game for the Spartans.
So far their own worst enemy, and swing and a miss, strike 1. Stump on for his 2nd inning work.
Nice start for C.J. Stumpf there against Henry Bulmer, the batter. Number 8, the designated hitter. Little low and inside.
Low and inside. We got a 1-1 count. It'll be interesting with Stumpf in the next inning. He'll face those 3 left-handers at the top of the order. Strike called inside corner, right at the knees. So we got a 1-ball 2-strike count.
Hey, no playing around. Hey, job boy.
1-2. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. It's going to be foul just by a matter of feet. That was one of those hit into no man's land.
Big foul territory over there in right field. A good 25, 30 yards of foul ground to cover.
Maybe a Billy Hamilton could have got to that, but not many other human beings.
Yeah.
So the count holds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stump going from the full windup, of course. Way high, ball 2.
2-2.
That one's all right. No more now.
Stump seems to have a little bit of problem today repeating his delivery. Ball outside, misses. A little bit high, a little bit outside. Count goes full. Here's another example, Greg, of getting ahead of the batter.
And then not finishing
and then
it
not
off.
finishing it off.
And we've seen it all day long so far with the Warriors.
Losing your release point. And
lets him get away.
He rung him up late. I got to get used to the timing of this umpire.
He struck him out?
Yeah, he struck him out.
We'll take that.
The batter was a little surprised by that call because it took about like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah. Every umpire is an individual.
Mm-hmm. Strike one.
Strike one. Again with a delayed call.
He pulled the bat back in time, but
we're going to wait on calling these from now on.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I got a little ahead of myself on the last batter.
This is Monty Webley. And
he had some good swings in his first at bat. Ball inside. We waited on that one, so it's 1-1. He had some powerful swings resulting in foul balls. Just barely missed them. So if he gets one in the zone, don't be surprised if you see a solid hit here.
There's
he
a
got
nice
under
big
that
hit.
one, and
Let's
it's a
see
fly
it.
ball to
put it away.
caught by the center fielder. Tyshawn Capel gets his first action of the game with a fly ball to center field.
Nice catch by Capel. Back to the top of the order now, Bo Otto, who has done some damage already.
1 for 1, scored a run and drove in a run with a walk.
Nothing changes. Come on.
Lefty versus lefty here. We'll see how this pans out.
Ball just a little bit high, ball 1. These two have been playing baseball against each other ever since I think they were in T-ball. Neighbors, competitors.
It's a good story.
Probably some personal pride on the ground in this particular at bat. Ground ball hit to first base. Allen makes the play himself to end the inning. An easy inning and a very effective inning for C.J. Stump pitching. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we go now to the bottom of the 3rd with the score.
6-0, Roger Bacon.
Yep.
CJ in a much better inning there. To 11 pitch inning. So we like the 11 pitch inning.
That's a typical C.J. Stump inning. Strikeout, fly out, ground out.
You gotta give him something to hit and hope your defense can just get it together.
He uses his weapons well.
So Chris Honeycamp remains in for Roger Bacon on the mound. And why not?
Yep.
He's thrown 18 pitches through 2 innings. So we're coming into the bottom of the 3rd. For the Warriors coming up to bat, speaking of C.J. Stump, he will be leading it off. He'll be followed by Isaiah McCoy, the catcher, and then Jack Schramm, the right fielder. So 7, 8, 9 coming up for Winton Woods, but don't be fooled. That's a good 7, 8, 9.
They get hungry early, too.
These guys can all hit.
Greg, in between innings, after the Warriors are done batting this inning, I want you to take a minute or two just to kind of explain to the folks watching and listening about some of the improvements that were made here on the baseball field for the Warriors this year and how that really bodes well for the future of the program and how positive it was for the community overall.
I will. We'll go into that in between innings and talk about some other ideas we have for the future here to
That'll be great.
continuously improve this field. So we know about that. Yeah. Including a scoreboard, which we believe we have already procured one, and it's just a matter of getting it installed. Here comes C.J. Stump now.
Stump started the game in center field, came in to relieve Daniel Robinson in the 2nd. Strike one. Nice pitch on the outside corner.
Yeah, he hit the outside low corner there really well. This is CJ's first at bat today.
You can't help but to be impressed with Chris Honnebrink and the pitching performance that he's given so far. Stump
CJ?
gets under it. Grounder to third, playing very close in. He makes a throw to first, and 1 out. The third baseman was playing him at least 2 or 3 steps in on the grass, which was interesting. But when it works, it works. 1 out, and the batter is catcher Isaiah McCoy. Isaiah is an interesting ball player in that he can pretty much play every position on the field. Pitch, catch, infield. He's played a little bit in the outfield.
He does a very good job as a pitcher.
Yep. Just a little bit high, ball one. The catcher, Liam Garrett, really wanted that pitch. 1 ball, no strike count. The wind and the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. I know I've said it before, but I'll keep saying it. What an efficient job of pitching this young man for Roger Bacon has done. Hops it up.
Throws a lot of strikes.
Second baseman wanders back. He makes the catch. 2 down. And now the number 9 hitter for the Winton Woods Warriors. 2 outs. Number 19, Jack Schramm. Jack is the lone freshman on the varsity baseball team, and he's more than earned his way on this team. Ball high. Good eye by Jack on that. That's a pitch we've been chasing most of the day today. But it was good that he let it go. So a 1 ball, no strike count. Pretty pitch. Strike one. Right at the knees. Good pitch. 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. That was close, but
looked a little outside to me.
Yeah, it did. I think he's been calling that pretty consistently, but 1-2. Strike 3 comes on the inside corner to end the inning. Again, very impressive inning by Mr. Honeybrink. He still has not exceeded 30 pitches for the game through 3 innings.
27.
Wow. Greg, not Jack. Greg, go ahead if you would and talk a little bit about the field and the improvements and some of the things that are on what's been done and what's about to be done.
Well, the field was in it's a pretty old field. It's built, I think, in '98, and they never put any real drainage in here underneath the area around home plate. There was no drainage system put in when they originally built the field, so the field really puddled up badly, and there was mud flowing into the dugouts when it would rain hard. So. And a few other things were wrong with it. The base paths were overgrown with a lot of, weeds and things like that. So, we knew we needed to do something with the field. There's a lot of grants out there, and we applied for one. I'm with the Athletic Boosters. We applied for a grant with for the Cincinnati Reds to do a field renovation. And we got the Mott's group, who does, I think they do one field makeover a year for the Reds, as a donation, and they came out here and agreed that this field needed to be done, and they came out here and did a heck of a job for us. I think it was about 4 weeks ago. It's only been 4 or 5 weeks since they did it. It's quite new looking. They put a nice French drain in all the way around the backstop here. It's about 4 feet underground. Runs down the hill now, and we still had some rainouts because of the excessive rain we've had this season. 4 inches of rain one day, I think. No field can withstand that unless it's AstroTurf or covered up. But so we had that done. They also painted the dugouts. They took real good care of a new pitcher's mound for us with new clay, new plate, new bases are anchored in there. They had the right pegged bases in there with a big concrete block under there. Crew of about 35 people came out here on a Tuesday, I think it was, or a Friday. Maybe it was a Friday afternoon, and just did this in 6 hours. It was over.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Another piece of good news that we recently heard regarding the baseball field here at Winton Woods is that the Green Hills Summer League team is going to move their games from a field that they previously used to this field.
Yep.
And that's one of the things. In order to keep a good field, it needs to be used and used repeatedly. It needs,
Yeah,
it's almost like a glove being broken in.
Or a trail in the woods. If you don't walk on it, it's going to get overgrown.
Exactly. So we're excited about that as well. Many of the boys on this Winton Woods baseball team play on that summer team, and so they'll feel right at home when the season starts.
I also think that we have a scoreboard procured that we're going to have installed for next season, if not before this season's over.
That's absolutely wonderful. Thanks to everybody who's done great work on that, including you, Greg.
Here's Alex Speed to the plate.
One of the trifecta of left-handers at the top of the batting order for the Roger Bacon Spartans. Ball outside on the first pitch. 1 ball, no strike count. Just a little bit outside. 2-0.
Wind is kicking up here a little bit, and he goes way inside, 3-0.
Ball 3 is inside. It's interesting because in the upper levels of baseball, left-handers have a huge advantage, pitcher against left-handed hitter.
4 straight pitches.
Ball 4. But at the lower levels, they don't see many left-handed hitters, and there seems to almost be a little bit of an adjustment issue there. So a 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the 3rd inning, not exactly the way that, or top of the 4th, excuse me. Not exactly the way you want to start the inning. Runner on first, taking a pretty good-sized lead. Ball 1.
CJ looked him back real well there.
Yeah, he did.
But he missed the pitch to the batter, so it's 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan Cooter.
This is something that CJ needs to work on. His mechanics change dramatically when there's a runner on first base, when he delivers to the plate. He tends to be outside, and he is again. 2 ball and no strike count. That's just a situation where the more experience he gets, he's only a sophomore, where the more experience he gets, that'll improve. 2 ball, no strike count, starting this inning with 6 balls. He's going to first, and he
ball gets
off
away.
the glove. I don't think it's off far enough for the runner to advance, but again, you got to catch that ball. Had there been runners on other bases, they would have all moved up.
Well, if he hadn't been diving back, I think he would have gone.
Yep, that's true. Count holds at 2 balls and no strikes. Runner on first. Looks like he's going. And he is. Ball outside.
There's a throw by Isaiah McCoy. Another good throw by Isaiah. Just a little short.
7 consecutive pitches outside of the strike zone to start the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, he's having a lot of trouble finding it. He just needs to come right down the middle.
Now with the runner on second, he'll probably throw a strike here. And he does.
And he does.
3-1. Again, that's just a matter of concentration and a matter of repetition. Probably the 2 most important things that a pitcher needs, concentration and repetition. 3 balls and 1 strike count. Runner on second base. Nobody out. Ball up high, and we now have 2 runners on base. If you remember the old cartoon they used to have on the scoreboard at Riverfront Stadium, walks will haunt.
I think they still use it.
I think they still do.
They do. They have little ghosts on the graphics with it now.
So now we've had a Leaf Garrett and a walks will hunt reference so far in this game.
There we go. And
2
we got
on,
Kevin
nobody out.
Schneidel. He's walked twice and
Runner
scored
takes
twice.
off. Oh, that was a perfectly executed hit and run. Run scores
Sure
easily.
was.
Runner
Bobbling the ball in the outfield.
and oh boy. Okay, well we'll try to explain what happened there. Hopefully we'll get a replay on that to kind of show you exactly what happened. We'll walk you through it.
I think he doubled down the left field line, Roger.
The runners were going on the pitch, a line drive, hit and run down the line, right where Alex Kuhn might have been playing had he not been covering for the steal. The run was easily going to score, but then the runner moves from first to second on the bobble in left field. So an error, a single and an error getting the runner to second base by the left fielder. We now have second and third and nobody out.
And a run in.
Underneath it, popped up in the infield. Alex Kuhn waving everybody off, and it
Alex
drops.
cannot find the ball.
It drops. I think he just lost that up in that high sky.
So Ben Derenkamp will reach base.
That is a single.
It's a single. Officially a single.
It's officially a single because the ball didn't get touched. It's one of those that, as a scorekeeper, always was like fingernails on a chalkboard to me.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Ben
Yeah.
Darenkamp with the infield pop-up there.
It loads the bases now. That should have been the first out, obviously. But
And here comes Garrett. So the table set for Liam Garrett. No outs. CJ Stumpf in a bit of a jam. Let's see what he can do.
Garrett's a tough out, and he's unique in that he is a very, very fast runner and a catcher all at the same time. He fouls one straight back, strike one.
Slamming off the Marcy Health sign. No respect, I don't know.
You know, they had the old thing with Bull Durham where if you hit the bull, you got a free steak or whatever. What do you get if you hit it off the mercy sign?
A free
A free
exam.
MRI, maybe? I don't
Yeah,
know.
a free MRI, right. That'd be nice. That'd be worth hitting it there.
Yeah, that's true. Garrett fouls one down the third base line. Alex Kuhn jumps on it, making sure it doesn't roll back fair.
I believe the count is 0-2 now on
0-2.
on Garrett, so maybe CJ can.
Stumps ahead. He shakes off the catcher. He goes stretch.
And here it is.
Beautiful pitch.
He
strike
does.
three.
He rings him up late.
That was very delayed call on that one, but very.
Well, you know, the umpire,
right call.
he takes a moment to think about it, and that's all right. He doesn't make a rash decision, that's for sure. So
No.
one away, finally.
better late than never.
And here comes the pitcher, Chris Honigbrink, and Stumpf to it. And he puts it right on the inside corner for a strike. CJ has now approached the 51 pitch mark. Still is about an inning in the tank, I'd say. Another nice pitch.
Gets away momentarily from the catcher, McCoy. He pounces on it.
Isaiah does recover well. 0-2 now. And
That's something-
CJ has
that's-
turned it around
Yeah.
suddenly.
It's something that's kind of been fun to watch here today. The catchers on both teams are very athletic. And
I am so impressed with Isaiah. I've seen him do a few JV games this year as well. He's just amazing. He really seems to have adjusted well to that
a
position.
balk has been called on CJ Stumpf.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, hopefully, maybe we'll see a replay here, and we can kind of walk you through exactly what CJ did.
Second run of the inning for the
Here we go.
Spartans.
You watch what he does here.
I'm watching.
He steps off with the front foot. He did not step off with the back foot, so that is a balk. And the runner scores. Each runner moves up a base, so we have second and third now. Almost did it again.
Get your concentration out.
Yep, that back foot has to be the foot that steps off, or it is a balk. Stump goes stretch.
And
Busts inside, the ball gets by
inside. Here
McCoy.
comes the runner.
It won't even be close. He'll score.
It actually was pretty close. Not too bad. So Sneedle crosses the plate on the wild pitch.
Don't worry about it. Come on, get him right here. Come on.
Do you think there's a little bit of a hangover effect from the game last night?
Darren can't move an over. Well, I don't know. They definitely
win.
had an emotional win last night. They came from behind. They were down two runs to Clark Montessori going into the bottom of the seventh and won the ball game.
Yeah, because so many of the things that they were doing right yesterday, they're not doing today.
And that's, as they say, baseball.
That's right. And against a team that's as fundamentally sound and well coached as this Roger Bacon team, you can't make mistakes like that.
Now, Winton Woods is definitely not helping their own cause. Henry Balmer, the batter.
There you go.
Nice pitch, busted him in on the hands, and he fouls it back. A little too close to my car for comfort.
In and out, in and out.
Sending it back to the boys in the Winton Woods Waycross booth there.
Yeah.
Almost off the roof of the truck.
Stump goes stretch and delivers. Ooh, up high, very tempted on that. The hitter almost pulled the string to try to make that hit.
You know, I made a mistake. That is Chris Honeybrink batting.
Okay.
And I had Balmer.
Okay, so the pitcher is up.
There you go.
Outside. Low and out.
That's a good pitch. All right, come get it.
Trying to catch up on a count. It's either 2.
I think it's 2-2.
2 and 2.
Go high, hard.
Kind of lost track of it when the foul ball almost hit the car.
Well, the balk also threw me
Yeah.
off.
There you go.
Oh, he doesn't give it to him.
It must have been
So
ball 4.
it
As
was-
the runner heads down first base.
So we had a full count. Now we have another base runner. So
Batter, CJ.
on the corners, Darren Camp at third,
Batter.
and Honeybrink on at first, and now Bulmer, the batter, Henry Bulmer.
What's
number 8.
Henry done so far in his 2 previous at-bats?
Walked his first time up and then struck out. He was the
Okay.
lone strikeout for the Warriors. Actually, 2 strikeouts now in the game for the Warrior pitchers. So CJ struck him out last time up.
Nice
and he
pitch.
starts it off with another strike.
Runner steals second and uncontested. So we got a no ball, 1 strike count on the batter.
And there's a nice
Fisted.
drive.
Fisted him. That's going to be a tough play.
Got to make this out at first base.
Terrell
Run.
Allen scoops it up out of the
Yes,
dirt.
he does.
to
A great
save.
play by T.A. on that.
That was a very nice pickup on the ground ball there to A.J. Brandy at short. We'll watch it here again. Off the fists, definitely jammed the pitch, jammed the hitter. That's a tough play. He had to come in and field it right on the brim of the grass in the dirt. Makes a nice pickup, but then throws it in the dirt. One hop.
It was a little bit of a wild throw, of course,
Yeah.
but a great play by T.A. down there at first, and RBI put out. Balmer gets the RBI, though.
Popped it up foul, out of play.
CJ, way to get work there.
Warriors trying desperately to put that third out across the board here. 4 in the inning, Roger.
Way to pitch, CJ. Keep it coming. Work in and out, in and out.
And it's a 10-0 score. They've got 9 on the screen there, but I've got 10 on my book.
Ball up high, 1-1. So we have confirmed it is 10-0.
It is 10-0.
Yep. Okay.
There you go.
Ball high.
As they say, the book don't lie, and it's unfortunately 10-0
Pitches. Now come after.
if you're
I think-
if you're a Warriors fan, unfortunately. Nice pitch by CJ.
Fouled back again towards our broadcasting truck. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pitch, CJ. One more now. One more.
Okay. Okay, we got a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Got a runner on third base. 2 outs. Stump goes from the stretch with the runner on third. Foul tip right off the very end of the bat. Count holds at 2-2.
Good bat. Good at bat here by Monty Webley. We've talked about him. He flew out in the first inning and flew out again in the 4th, but he does put the bat on the ball.
He's just barely gotten under both of these on this previous bats, under the ball. If he can get on top of it a little bit, could be pretty explosive. Ball low, a nice block there by Isaiah McCoy, our catcher.
Get him right here, CJ. Get him right here.
CJ could use a good changeup here or a curveball. Just to mix it up and not give the pitcher or the batter too many looks at that fastball of his.
Nice pitch. He got under it again, the 3rd time. This
See if it's playable.
one should be caught.
And
It is caught. A.J. Brandy makes the catch. Kind of does a little bit of a tumble afterwards, but he makes a nice catch to end the inning.
But the bad news is 4 runs in the inning for the Spartans. Runs the score to 10-zip. I think the 10-run rule is through 5, is it? Or
5,
is it
it
4?
is through 5.
Okay.
Yes.
And of 5. So we are going into the bottom of the 4th inning.
All right, Warriors, you guys gotta get some hits, baby.
Warriors got to put some runs across the plate within the next 6 outs.
Yes.
Come on, boys. Let's go now. Let's get some hits.
I didn't register any errors that inning for Winton Woods, so that's the first error-free inning we've had in the field.
That's a good thing.
For the Spartans, the totals today so far offensively, 10 runs on 5 hits, 4 errors. They've left 5 on base.
Now that would be 4 errors on us, correct?
4 errors on the Warriors.
Yes, on the Warriors, yes. I was going to say you can't help but to be impressed with the fundamental, solid way that this Roger Bacon team plays baseball. And that's always been kind of a trademark of their team.
Well, the Warriors have only had 1 base runner in the game, and he's about to take the plate right now, and it's Kyle Jackson, his second at bat. Solid single, first time up, straight up the middle. He takes one inside.
Kyle Jackson, the second baseman, and who's up at the plate, and Terrell Allen, the first baseman, are 2 4-year varsity players on the Winton Woods program. They both played varsity as freshmen. And so this is their 4th. They're going to earn their 4th letter this year as varsity baseball players here for Winton Woods.
Shakes him off.
Swing and a miss at a very out of the strike zone high pitch. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Jackson. The wind and the pitch. He laid off that pitch. It was the same pitch as the last one. So we got a 2 ball, 2 strike count now on Jackson.
Looked a little high and out.
Yep. Those are so tempting sometimes for hitters, but
you
got to let go of them.
That's inside.
Ball inside. Close pitch.
He runs the count full.
I think our umpire thought about that one for a little bit. Count goes full.
Kyle, high fly. Ball.
Shortstop tracks it beautifully.
Yep.
1 out.
Alex Kuhn stung a ball in the first inning right at the left fielder. It was a line drive shot, not really a fly out.
1 ball way down. I think that might be the first pitch that's gotten by the catcher for the Roger Bacon pitcher all day. One ball, no strike count on Alex Kuhn. Alex again, a junior, starting third baseman. Hammers a hard ground ball.
He does. He went for a high pitch there and just took it up the middle. So a little bit of life for the Warriors here. We needed it badly.
And that brings up left fielder, senior Oliver Contreras.
Oliver had a line drive in the first inning right at the shortstop for a put out. So both these hitters have made contact solidly in the game thus far. Oliver, the number 3
Brink
hitter.
throws over to first base. Kuhn gets back in easily. Got a good lead down there at first base.
He has to
dives
dive
in
in.
this time.
Yep.
Most of the time, you'll hear a coach say, if you can get back standing up, you don't have a big enough lead.
Comes to the plate.
That could be 2. No, it eats him up. He's safe.
Safe all around. Safe all around for Winton Woods. So
the shortstop booted the ball.
I got to call that an error on an E6.
I believe so, yes.
Not a hit. Yeah.
So a hard ground ball. Momentarily booted by the shortstop. Everybody's safe. So we got 2 on, 1 out for designated hitter Eric Hamilton.
And Terrell Allen on deck. Ball low.
Ball low.
Right down the middle.
Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard ground ball to
Eric
second.
puts the ball on the ground. It gets through.
Safe.
Out at first.
Second baseman recovers and gets the out at first. On the hard ground ball, he booted it at second.
2 down in the inning. Second and third with 2 out. And Terrell Allen coming up. Couldn't ask for a better scenario for the Warriors. Terrell probably their best hitter this season so far. He's been hot lately. Takes a big hack at that.
Powerful swing, strike one.
We finally got Mr. Honeybrink to the 40 pitch mark on that one. And Terrell hammers one.
Line drive foul down the first baseline.
And he gets into a hole at 0-2 now. So this is where you got to be a 2-strike hitter. Anything close, you got to be swinging at it. Second and third Warriors, 2 down. Here's the pitch. And Terrell.
He ate him up at short.
Gets past the shortstop again. And we will.
2-run score.
Stay. All right, so a bad throw into first base.
Yeah, we'll
Terrell
watch that one.
about
We'll watch that one on replay. Here it is.
All right.
Just a very, very hard hit ball to short. Shortstop just lets the ball get through. 2 runs end up scoring on the hit. They do make a throw to first base eventually to try to pick off Terrell Allen, who kind of made a pretty big round of first base, but he got back pretty easily. And they're having a meeting on the mound. The Roger Bacon coach has called the infield in.
Well, it's 10-2, no time to really panic.
No. But we are seeing some things out of the Roger Bacon team that we hadn't seen up until this inning.
Well, yep, a little bit of what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
And
they'd been pretty much golden, in the field up until this inning.
Yeah. Well, every inning is a new chapter. Every half of an inning is a chapter in baseball. I mean, you just never know.
The meeting breaks up.
I think the Warriors
Mr. Honeybrink is still out there on the mound.
I think the Warriors had 2 total errors in yesterday's 7-inning game, and today already they've had 5. So.
And we could probably even give them a couple more if we weren't being somewhat generous and going by the book. So, A.J. Brandy at the plate, shortstop. Pitch down in the dirt, ball 1.
Well, the Warriors needed that boost there. A little bit of a lucky break for them.
Allen on first, 2 outs, Brandy at the plate.
Yeah,
we called that one a strike. That was
right on the corner, I think.
Right on the corner.
Top of the corner. He hit it real well.
Right, very close. 1 ball, 1 strike count. He goes for that high pitch again. Strike 2, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Allen on first. Brandy at the plate. C.J. Stumpf is on deck.
Time called by the batter. I like it. Sometimes you gotta
Don't let the pitcher
slow
get
the game down a little bit. Yep, absolutely. AJ does a nice job there. 1-2 the count.
I'd watch out for that high fastball again here if I were AJ. Nope, outside.
Now he tries to get him to go fishing.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curveball outside. Oh, he rung him up.
Yeah, it was there. He dropped it in there.
Yep.
And that's the inning. But 2 runs for the Warriors. Couple of errors by the Spartans. And we have a 10-2 game after 4 innings. Down, 4 innings down. We're going into the top of the 5th inning now for the Spartans.
Top of the 5th inning, C.J. Stumpf going out for his 4th inning of work.
It'll be the top of the order too for the Spartans. So he's going to face 1, 2, and 3.
CJ has thrown 60 pitches on the nose. So his first pitch will be his 61st of the game.
It looks like we've got a defensive switch going on here. It looks like Jack Schramm is going from right to left, and Oliver Contreras moves from left to right. So a simple switch of corner outfield positions. But considering that
we got 3 left-handed batters coming up in a row, I don't know. Maybe there's some strategy going on by Coach C. Don't know.
Well, so far, if I'm looking at it correctly, I think the majority of the balls that have been hit to the outfield have been hit to left field. So perhaps looking for a switch there.
Little defensive switch, one way or the other.
I think by anybody's definition, Jack Schramm is a stronger defensive outfielder than Oliver. Oliver earns his money with his bat. Nice throw again down by Isaiah McCoy, and we start the top of the 5th inning. Bo Otto, number 7 for Roger Bacon, leading off the inning. This is Bo's 4th at bat of the ball game. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, a run scored, and an RBI. His last time up, he grounded out to the first baseman.
Solid single in the first, which was right up the middle. He walked his second time up. Put out at first base last time.
Ball just a little bit high, ball 1.
Facing CJ for the second time today. I wouldn't have minded seeing a pitching change here, personally.
Way high and inside ball.
Just because these guys have all seen CJ twice now. You're down 10-2. You know, mix it up a little bit, show him somebody different. But he sticks with CJ. Pitch in the dirt.
Ball 3. Way down low. There is nothing good that can come out of walking the leadoff hitter of an inning. Nothing good.
Not one that with wheels like Bo Otto as well.
Ball 4. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Yeah.
Come on, kid. Hustle. Right to the glove here, bud. Right to the glove.
Gotta watch him now. Brings up Alex Speed.
Bo Otto definitely had some thoughts about maybe trying to steal second there on that pass ball. Our catcher, Isaiah McCoy, wasn't all that prompt in getting back to the position and picking the ball up.
Well, the ball kind of got away from him as well, so he had to hurry it up.
Line drive to center, should be right at the center fielder. He didn't even move on that.
I'll tell you who Bo Otto plays like, and I don't think it's any surprise. He really reminds me of Pete Rose, the way he just is so aggressive. Runs to first on a walk.
That fly ball to Tyshawn Capel out in center field on that last at bat. He didn't have to move. It was right at him.
It was right to him.
All he had to do was raise his glove.
That brings Jordan Cooter to the plate.
Ball outside. Runner's going. Catcher drops the ball. It's uncontested. Yeah, you can see it right there with Otto rounding second base.
Oh, he plays full tilt boogie the way you should play baseball. I like the way he plays. Cooter's singled and walked twice today. And there's a very wild pitch, and Bo is in there standing at third base for the Spartans.
That was an incredibly wild pitch. Catcher didn't even have an opportunity to get over in front of it, so it
was, as they say, just a bit outside.
Runner is advanced to third.
Here's another Sky King shot.
This will be interesting because it's not going to be caught.
It was in that spot where
nobody was covering second base.
Fans are getting a little restless.
Yes, they are, and I don't blame them. I think if I were in the stands, I might have had the same thoughts on that one. That was a fly ball that nobody went for. I think in a perfect world, that's a center fielder's ball. But
a run did score. Bo Otto scored on the play. It's now 11-2.
Yeah, the natives are getting a little restless back there. That was one of those pop-ups into no man's land.
Yeah, it was a tough one. You could see an accident waiting to happen there. They're
But I
leaving
think-
CJ in.
But I think the most disappointing thing about it was the fact that nobody was covering second, and the runner that hit the pop-up just virtually walked into second base.
Yeah, a little lapse of concentration.
Come get him, CJ. Come get him.
Again, these are all going down as hits because they're not being.
Oh yeah,
physically booted.
that's a base hit right
Yeah.
there. I mean,
But
drop it in there.
But I
it's a
think
hit.
you could easily call at least 3 or 4 of the balls that have been hit today mental errors. There's a pass ball.
There's a throw to third, and he's in there.
Yep.
A lot of passed balls this inning thus far.
Just those strikes to fix everything. Get the batter, CJ. Come on now. Toughen it up.
Got a 1 ball, no strike count. He hits it off his fist, and another one of these is going to be in no man's land. But again,
Did he catch it or
no,
not?
it bounced off the glove. He went a long way for it, and the runner slides into second.
Don't worry about it, CJ. Nothing you can do.
That was Kevin Schneidel on a error. We're going to have to mark that one. E7 reaches base. Another run scores for Roger Bacon. And there are no outs in this inning, Roger.
No,
And
this has been a
here comes Ben Derenkamp to the plate. He reached on an error,
CJ, just get the batter.
flew out, and singled.
Is there an out in the inning? Yes, there is. The fly ball.
My bad, we do have an out. Alex Kuhn with throw, long throw, gets him. There's 2 outs now, 2 outs.
Very nice play by Alex Kuhn down to third base.
Runner advances.
He goes to his right, makes the fielding play, and just comes up throwing, which he absolutely had to do. He didn't have a lot of opportunity to set his feet, plant, and make the perfect throw. He just had to do what he had to do, and it got the job done.
And he had a slight bobble there, but recovered well.
2 outs.
And here's Liam Garrett again.
Little bit low and outside. Garrett almost went after that pitch, but decided to let it go, and it resulted in ball 1. So a 1 ball, no strike count on Garrett.
Probably the last inning of work for CJ. He's now reaching the 72.
High chopper, that's going to be trouble because Garrett can run.
They got him.
Nice play by Kyle Jackson at
Nice
second
play,
base.
and the inning comes to an end. 2
Kyle
more
came,
runs.
Kyle came up firing on that and results in the 3rd out of the inning, but not a pleasant inning.
2
They,
runs in for the Spartans. So I got 12-2, I believe the score.
12-2.
Yeah.
12-2 is our score. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and based on Ohio high school baseball rules, Winton Woods needs at least 1 run in order to continue this ball game into a 6th inning.
Yeah, Winton Woods could be out of the game here if they don't score. Put a run across the plate this inning. Got to do it.
On one hand, when you're pitching, when defense doesn't support you, it gets a little bit demoralizing. But on the other flip of the coin, got to get ahead of the batters. Got to throw strikes. Can't throw pitches that get by the catcher either. So.
Oh, if I counted up the number of walks, I haven't done that yet. We'll take a look at that.
It might take you a little while, actually.
Yeah, I got to get an abacus out here or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. Well, for the Warriors coming up here in the inning, we're going to have C.J. Stump, followed by Isaiah McCoy, and then Jack Schramm. So 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. They got to get somebody on base. And they got to do it fast. Or we're going to have an abbreviated game, and that's kind of a shame because everybody here, large crowd today. Camera crew did a lot of work setting it up. I think we have another game coming up on May 1st against Coleraine, I believe.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so that'll be your next.
I have been told, and I don't know if this is true or not, I've been told it will be the first ever game between Winton Woods and Coleraine in baseball.
Wow. Well, we're hoping to see some of that change next year, too. Get some more localized schools on our schedule. We don't play Fairfield. We are not playing Finneytown. We're not playing Northwest. These are teams that are so close by. It just makes sense to play them. All right, well, here comes CJ. Stump in the bottom of the 5th, leading it off. Down by 10.
Hits it hard, about takes out his coach down there at third base.
Coach C. Had to do a little bit of a fancy footwork to get out of the way.
Perhaps that's CJ's way of saying, Coach, help me out here. No ball, 1 strike count to CJ Stump. The wind and the pitch. He got under that one, fouls it out of play, strike 2.
He's in the hole 0-2.
Got 2 here, kids.
Way outside.
Curveball hangs up and stays outside. Got a 1 ball, 2 strike count now.
Well, I don't think he was going to give him anything close on that.
Ball way outside. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Smart pitching now.
Oh, absolutely. Honeybrink is just doing everything correct here. With 2 strikes, you're not going to go over the heart of the plate, that's for sure. Now he's going to bring it in a little more.
Ball 3,
Does
ball
not.
out.
Yeah. I'd say
the affliction that's been affecting the Winton Woods pitchers all day looks like it's finally snuck up on Mr. Honeybrink.
I don't know.
The 0-2 count and
might
going
be
full.
Might be by design.
Ground ball hit.
CJ might.
Third baseman makes a nice pickup on it. Throws to first for the first out. Excellent play. Excellent play by the third baseman, Ben Derenkamp. They always teach third baseman in that play. You get that ball as long as you can stay on your feet. If you have to dive for it or slide for it, let the shortstop get it.
Absolutely. You'll have no chance of throwing him out otherwise.
Isaiah McCoy at the plate takes ball 1 high and outside.
He pops
Pops
one
it up.
foul, but it's, I think, getting out of play, I hope.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, looked like we had almost a little collision down there, but I think they all turned out okay.
1-1 goes the count now to McCoy. Need a base runner here in the worst way.
Catcher Liam Garrett did everything but climb the fence on that one to try to get to it. He made a heck of an effort.
Here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Strike
Nice pitch.
2. Fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, he sure did. Put it right in there. Right at the top of the box. And working fast
He
is Honeybrink. I
Yep,
mean,
2
doesn't
and
give
2.
McCoy much time to even get set. You almost want to call a little timeout.
Yeah, this is where some of the earlier batters are stepping out and calling time, and that's a good move when you got a pitcher trying to work in a hurry.
Yep.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Hits the ball hard up the middle.
Get through. And it does get through. It does get through. So
He
McCoy
knocks it down
reaches.
and keeps it in the infield, but
I got to
the
score
third-
that as a
that's-
single, Roger.
yeah, that's. I believe he would have beat that out for sure.
All right, Jack Schramm steps in with 1 on and 1 out. And that brings Kyle Jackson to the on-deck circle. Back to the top of the order, hopefully, after Jack Schramm. Let's see if Jack can get on base here. And
As
Really
we said
give-
earlier, a run is important here.
we got to score a run or the game's over.
Ball high.
Good eye by Jack Schramm there. Tempting pitch to swing at.
Come on, nice team.
McCoy takes a bit of a lead off. Honeybrink checks. Comes to the plate. Jack swings hard and misses. A good cut.
Foul. He got a little bit of that pitch. It was a foul tip.
Did he get
Yeah.
a little bit of it? 1 and
Maybe on
1.
signal tip.
Gets one on the inside part of the plate. Foul. And the count is 1 and 2 now on Jack Schramm.
This is where all through the game, Honeybrink has been coming with that kind of like waist-high inside corner fastball with 2 strikes. Let's see if he sticks with that. Nope.
No,
blowing out.
he wants him to go fishing there, and Jack's not having any part of it. 2-2 now.
Come on, buddy. Get you, baby.
Oh, he calls it.
Nope.
Oh, he did ring him
Another
up.
delayed
Boy,
call.
that's the most delayed call we've seen yet.
That
I kind of have to agree. I think it was there. I think he hit the
it
top
was
part of the
awful
box.
close.
It was a very close
Maybe
pitch.
a little too close to take, but
Yeah, but with 2 strikes, you've got to be swinging at anything close.
That's right.
And that's just
we're back to the top of the order with Kyle Jackson.
drill it
leading
over and
hitter.
over into their heads. You got to
This is-
swing. Kyle Jackson fouls it back.
We say one, keep it rolling.
Kyle, the last hope here with McCoy at first. Warriors desperately need to get him in. Love to see him get into scoring position. Ball
Ball
high.
outside.
Honey Brink throws to first. McCoy in
Or
there.
At the pickoff attempt over there, you heard from the dugout being yelled by the Roger Bacon team, get the hitter. Yeah, when you're up by 11 runs or 10 runs in the 5th inning, probably shouldn't be worried about picking a guy off, but just get that batter.
Called that a ball?
Yep.
That was very close. That's all I got to say. It was a close pitch. McCoy really needs to get to second base here.
Good eye. Good eye on that at bat for Kyle Jackson.
Count runs full.
Need to get a runner. It's very, very important to get that runner in scoring position so that he can score him. Full count. Honey Brink goes through.
Kyle.
Ball 4 high.
All right.
Good job, Kyle. Come on, Alex.
Alex Kuhn, the third baseman, coming up. Alex has stung the ball both times in both of his at-bats today.
That's correct. Reached base last time with a single up the middle. He looks at one outside and high.
Ball high and outside.
Come to you, Coon.
1 ball, no strikes.
Let's go, Coon. We ain't done yet. Let's go, Coon. Nobody better here, Coon. Contact here, Coon. Let's go. Let's go.
Strike 1 on nice swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike on Alex Kuhn. No runner more important right now than Isaiah McCoy out at second base. Ooh, swings and misses at a high pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alex has always seemed to be a better hitter with 2 strikes on him for some reason. He's been that way ever since I've been watching him play ball, which has been for a number of years. So let's hope he comes through here for Winton.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Nope.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that wraps
That
up
was
the
in
ball
and
game.
high. Yep.
Well, that puts an end to this baseball game. Greg, I'll let you do the final line score in terms of runs, hits, and errors. We're working on that right now for everybody. But the Roger Bacon Spartans win the ball game in an abbreviated 5-inning ball game. Players shake hands. Like you said, a lot of the players on these teams are friends. They live in the same neighborhood. And Roger Bacon definitely gets bragging rights for this season. And I know we've been saying it all along throughout the course of the game, but Chris Honeybrink pitched just a fantastic
He
baseball
sure did.
game
He
for Roger Bacon. They played
Spotting
well.
the ball wherever he wants to, and you know when you do that, it's just going to be over in a hurry, and it was.
Off the top of my head, I do not believe he walked the batter.
I haven't gone through that
Yeah.
yet.
I think he only went full on one.
Here we have a walk.
One walk in the last inning.
No, I got it wrong. Oh, no.
But
Yeah,
again,
he walked Kyle just recently. Yeah,
an excellent baseball.
Kyle Jackson.
Okay, we wish everyone a very pleasant afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. And again, thank you very much to Waycross Community Media for putting the boys of our community up front and having a beautiful baseball game on a Saturday afternoon on Easter weekend. Have a happy Easter, and thank you for joining us.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.